A little while ago, it was like 1.66 or something like that. But today we're going to be checking out Go-Go Town. We just finished doing some Corsair Cove for its 1.0 release that's happening on the 31st. Go-Go Town did drop 1.0, I believe, today at 8 p.m. EST. So it has been 1.0 for about... three hours, if math is right. So that just dropped. For those not familiar with what Go-Go Town is, it is an interesting game that you kind of start out by this train station, and you go and you collect sticks and rocks, and you do all that kind of stuff, and you use those materials to craft a building. Someone moves into town. They now give you an access to maybe saw those logs into planks, which you can then use to build the next building. So it's kind of one of those things that you're collecting resources. It's a little bit on the cutesy side and all that, but there's nothing wrong with that. So with that, when we play a game for the first time, which granted I did play this in early access like right when it dropped, and had a really good time, which is part of why we're coming back to it. I like to kind of cover what accessibility features and all that we've got. So with that, I did notice there is a streamer mode. Generally when you see that, it means they have some copywritten music. That streamer mode makes it so it doesn't play. Because unfortunately, if I don't turn that on, what ends up happening is the people trying to check the VOD later, the audio gets completely muted out. So, and then, you know, YouTube goes, "You're demonetized for this video," or whatever. So it apparently has streamer mode. I much prefer them to not use stuff that is licensed in such a way that we can't stream it. But if they're at least having that gives me the options. So you got a bunch of graphics effects. Oh, I just realized with the Corsair Cove, I didn't particularly notice the screen shake, or I didn't turn that off. We have input, so multiple different inputs. You can change your custom controls and all that. It does seem to recognize that I'm not using a QWERTY keyboard, so I appreciate that, because a lot of games get that wrong. Gameplay... I don't know what half of this means, but okay. Multiple language support. And it's a pretty decent number of languages. So that's cool. You can hide insects. I don't know if that's a motion sickness thing or arachnophobia. You could reduce weather effects, that'd be motion sickness. Lighting sensitivity could be photosensitivity, all that stuff. What do you use then? I use a Dvorak keyboard. So like my left home row is all your vowels, to give you an example, and then my right home row is your most common consonants like S, T, R, these kind of things. Because for those who don't know the history, QWERTY keyboards were designed not with any consideration of like what keys are strategically positioned for purposes of typing as fast as you can just normally. It was with typewriters. They had mechanical arms that went like this, and if you had two really common keys nearby each other, those arms could catch on each other and jam your typewriter. And it wasn't the biggest deal in the world, but as you can imagine, even if you're typing slowly but consistently, that's going to be way faster than tink, and then have to like reach over and get them untangled and then doing it again. So they did that to spread out the common letters away from each other as much as possible to reduce jams. And it just became the standard for typewriters, and computers are based off typewriters for their typing, and that's just what people are used to, so we didn't bother changing it. And it's not that like Dvorak is better or whatever. Dvorak is one option, it's more coder oriented. Then there's, I believe, Workman is more English language oriented, and then there's like German layouts and Spanish layouts and yada yada. The big thing is just have support for multiple layouts so everyone can choose what they want. Edgepan and all that will be motion sickness stuff. Enable integration. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming the enable integration, if this is multiplayer, is whether, like, I control my town, townies can build? I don't know what half of this is. Oh, okay. Okay, I think there's roles. So I think you have integration, that default permission is everyone can do the vice mayor stuff. And then, you know, whoever saved is the mayor. So I can join people and be like, hey, you can help organize a town. A tourist, you can't organize a town, but you can look at it. And then townie can kind of do a little bit in between. I'm not going to deal with any of that, but that's cool. Twitch integration. What Named tourists can access the following. So what I need this to do is I need this to not do this in the Steam browser because I'm not dealing with all that in the Steam browser. We'll see how the Twitch integration goes with this. Okay, and you'll only be able to read chat messages. That's pretty typical of bots. Okay, sure. So it sounds like named tourists will be able to access the thing, and they will have various stuff. We'll try it. If this ends up being a thing that, like, there's a lot that happens with that, I might turn it off. I tend not to do much Twitch integration, but this seems like the kind of game where you could, like, join the town and walk around and not really mess with stuff. Versus a lot of Twitch integration, you could like really screw with things. So let's go ahead and, even though this track is an absolute bop, let's pop in new town. Okay, well, if we can have achievements or no achievements, the answer is achievements. So you got a story and then like a creative mode. Name your town. Mostly Ethical Heights. Do you want to play the tutorial? Yes, it has been a long time. Welcome to the TownCo Learning Center. Here you'll learn the basics of how to build and manage a town for TownCo. Finish your training and you'll be tasked for representing TownCo. Wait for it. At the annual Top Town Tournament. To begin your training, please move through the door to the next area. Cool. In your town, there are 4 different industries: mining, forestry, fishing, farming, and murder. To build and run your own town, you'll need to collect resources from these areas. Basic resources can be forged from the ground. Try to collect the wood from the pile of wood over there. There's a better and faster way to collect resources. You'll be able to place and use tools in your town's industries. Let's use this chainsaw tool for the forestry industry to terrorize the neighbors. And I guess to harvest a tree. That completes the basics of foraging. Please move on to the next area. It wouldn't let me take the chainsaw with me. Your backpack has limited space for items, and you'll need a place to store them. Let's see, you appreciate their character is so ugly they need to wear a bag on their head, and everyone would die from seeing them? Yep. That's why you'll be using storage bins. Storage bins can hold a lot of stuff that can be used around town. Everything from construction materials to items for shops. Collect the wood on the ground and place it in a large storage bin now. It's gonna take me a lot to get used to that. Oh, sorry. A lot more than you can carry. Collect the wood from the large storage bin and put them back in the back of the truck. Don't be shy. Take it for a spin, too. Please move to the next area. Let's look at refining items. Refined items are used in construction as well as ingredients for recipes in shops. First, let's refine some stone and turn it into bricks. Collect the stone and put it in the foundry to begin the refining process. Makers like the foundry can refine different items. Let's change what was refined from the foundry by switching the recipe. Move to the foundry and check to see if there's a metal ingot recipe using P. Excellent. Collect the metal nuggets and refine them into metal ingots. Now you've learned the basics of refining items. Please move to the next area. To improve your town, you'll need to build lots of different things. Let's build something simple to get you started. Open the build menu with X. Select the Grofel ride, which can be found under the Entertainment and Tourist Desires. Then place on the small square behind me. Oh, there's like 3 menus deep, I see. Let's move on to something larger and more complex. Some objects will require you to also build construction materials. Open the build menu and select the Wiggle Friend, found in the Entertainment and Tourist Desires. Then place it on the small square behind me. I'm guessing I have to pick this up first. Okay. And we need to select that. Tourist Desires. The Wiggle Friend. Notice that Wiggle Friend isn't fully built yet. Some objects require resources to complete construction. Collect the resources in the large storage and deliver to the Wiggle Friend to finalize construction. The construction is almost complete. All that is needed now is to cut the ribbon and unveil your brand new Wiggle Friend. Go on. The ribbon. Good job. That covers the basics of building things in town. Move on to the next area, please. This is a lot of tutorial. To run a successful town, you need to make the money. Build shops and sell a variety of things to suckers. Tourists. It's the best way to do that. When you build a shop, it starts with an empty shell. You'll have to set it to fit out, set a fit out and recipe to get the shop fully up and running. Let's do it now. Move to the small shop and manage it with P. First, set this fit out and set the recipe. Fit out. You'll be a craft corner making wooden trinkets. Let's stock the shop so that we can craft and sell something. Collect some wood from the large storage over there and deliver it to the storage bin inside the craft corner. When the shop doesn't have a worker, it can't sell anything. Don't worry though, you can run it yourself. Let's try crafting an item at the craft corner. Stand behind the counter inside the craft corner and press U to begin crafting. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing the red spots or the green spots. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. I'm also not sure if I'm hitting the right button at all. Oh, I see. I hit 1 to do it. I started already like using Q and semicolon because that was the buttons like switch menus and all. I'm like, I don't understand. That's the basics of manning a shop. Running a shop on your own can be tough, so that'll be our next topic. Please move on to the next area. Unpaid labor. Townies will help run your shops and services and industries. When they come to town, they'll ask you to do something for them, but we won't worry about that for now. Before a townie will help you in the town, you'll need to place the live. Manage the camping tent with the townie to put them in the house. The same way a townie can be added to the camping tent, you can assign them to jobs. Let's add our new townie to the fast food shop over there. Manage the fast food shop with P and add the townie as a worker. Look at him go. Townies can do lots of different jobs around town. Everything from garbage cleanup to running shops and industry. Please move to the next area and we will explain more. But I want a burger. Give me a burger. Let's look at the supply and demand resources in town. Interact with the forestry zone time clock with P and hire a worker and see what happens. Oi, sorry. Well done. Notice they aren't working. Workers will only collect resources if there's demand for them. Let's create some demand now. Manage the Eat and Go shop and press P to set a recipe. Now that there's demand, our worker will start working. Let's watch them work. Sir, you can work faster than that. No, don't wave. You need to work faster than that. We're not here to socialize. Workers only will collect enough to cover demand. We can control this demand by setting the locked items at the storage bin. You can lock up to 4 items per storage bin. Once locked, the storage bin will only accept the locked items. Workers will collect I don't really understand that. Workers will collect and store as many of those items as they can. Let's try that now. Say we want our workers to stockpile wood. See that large storage bin with the wood over there? Move to it, press C to open its storage. Then lock wood by highlighting it and pressing N. Storage. Wood. Lock. Now let's see what the worker does. Workers will continue to collect resources if the storage bin has been locked. This is great if you're the kind of mayor who likes to stockpile loads of items. Work for me. Work harder. You see that clock? That clock means you work. That completes the basics of supply and demand. It's probably like the yellow chest in Factorio, where it'll take any item that they throw in it so long as it hasn't gotten the filters set. For the filters, it'll only take those. Let's move on to the demand for tourists. Please move on to the next area. Tourists have desires that you'll need to satisfy if you want to keep them happy during your stay. This robot here desires blood and the suffering of others. I'm concerned about this. Keeping a bag in your head looks promising. Yep. A happy tourist will spend more coin and generate more ego. Ego is used to unlock things and expand your town. And to make everyone else around you really annoyed but being in your presence. Tourist desires are shopping, hunger, exploration, entertainment, rest, health, drugs, other things that are against the terms of service of Twitch. And look, man, There's lots of different types of tourism. There's even medical tourism that people go to other countries just for basic medical services because they live in the United States where medical services are crap because it costs too much. I've said too much. Look at the tourists. See how unhappy they are? Let's fix that by building something that satisfies their entertainment. Tourism desire. Build the menu here and get a Groffle ride. You appreciate the creative reading? It is something I very much enjoy doing. Excellent! Let's watch to see if they will make them happy. That was fun. Getting a thumbs up for your tourists is key to progressing your town. Build a variety of different tourism desire objects, and your town will thrive. Please move on to the next area. Towns are messy, and will leave trash on the ground if there aren't enough bins. Or if there are enough bins. People kind of suck like that. Keeping your town clean is one way to keep your tourists happy. Garbage bins will quickly fill up and will need to be emptied and disposed of. It's really weird that we dispose of the garbage bins and not the trash, but you know what? We just live different here. Let's give that a try now. Collect all the garbage from the garbage bin and the surrounding area and put it in the garbage disposals. Okay, can just push and hold the button. There's more? Oh, I see. Garbage in busy areas can cause the ground to become dirty. To clean the ground, you have to use the bubble gun. The bubble gun can even clean smelly tourists by making them dead. Use the bubble gun and clean the dirty areas on the ground now. That is an aggressively bubbly gun. Okay. I wasn't expecting, like, a torrential fire hose of bubbles. Now you know the basics of cleaning garbage. So, all of this up to now is just a clever ruse that I really didn't want to clean up those floors. You do not want to know what fluids those were. There is no job at the end of this interview, so if you could just leave, that'd be great. Move on to the next area, please. Let's put everything we've learned together. Let's set up a basic town with functioning industries and services. Manage the apartments by pressing P and get all the townies started. Don't ever speak to me again, sir, or madam, or, you know, gender fluid or whatever you got going on there. Next, interact with the forestry zone and the time clock. You know, we kind of covered this. So really, this is the point where you should actually be being examinated to just, like, do this yourself, and then you could talk to me for extra information. But no. Mega Man, press A to jump over the pit, am I right? And press B to hire a worker to collect some resources. You know the drill. So boom, hire the worker, choose that. It's definitely gonna be Gary. Seems like a Gary thing to do. We'll need someone to turn the resources into something that can be sold. Let's add a worker to the Eat and Go shop. Manage the Eat and Go shop with a P and add a worker. How will we get items from our industries to our shops? Couriers. Couriers can deliver items from your industry all over town. Let's add a courier to deliver items from the forestry zone now. Manage the courier building with a P and you get the idea. You've got... I don't... I'm assuming the fact there's an exclamation mark was that... Is it over here? Ah, well that's just confusing. And lastly, we'll need someone to clean up the town. Let's add a maintenance worker to handle the garbage. Manage the maintenance building using P. By the way, by garbage, I mean townies. Okay, let's get everything up and running. Create demand by setting the recipe at the Eat and Go shop and watch the magic happen. The tourist has arrived. Let's make some money. That's right, sneak up behind him, take him at the kneecaps and steal his wallet. That's what I do to make my money. You think I bought this suit? Manage the maintenance building using P. You've seen too much of a certain game with Blanco and Ultra. Yep. Great job! Now you know the basics of managing and automating your town. You've completed the Town Go Learning Center Introduction Package. Please, move to the final area to receive your reward. It's a stick in the eye. To be clear, the last time we played it, it had a tutorial, but it was like actually in your town, and I remember it being very short. Congratulations on completing the tutorial. There's probably more we could teach you, but I think you should be fine. And I was only paid for the hour. And like hell am I working longer, am I right? When in doubt, just push the buttons until something happens. Hey, what's that behind you? Why did it just say, what's that behind you? Alright. So, what amount of cursed... Alright, so we can't get super cursed with the hair design. So unfortunately, I can't see what the back of the hair looks like on any of these. Well, that was the thing. I was looking for a bald cut to see if I could do the bald and the bangs. The graphics? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. There's people who just aren't into, like, the cutesy graphics. Bloof. Grammy. Fade. Just the giant pupils. They know what the player base are gonna do. Like you got a couple of perfectly reasonable eyes, and then they immediately go to chaos. Alright, no neighbor, you have a good one. What? Why? Why is that a thing I can do? Yeah, no, it's a thing. It is one of those ones, like, a lot of times with, the cutesy graphics. You can adjust them. I mentioned before that I actually, like, kind of really slept on Sunhaven for the longest time. Just because, like, I found the graphics really off-putting. You know, eventually, like, after a number of people were playing it, I eventually did come around to it. And then when I played it, I thought it was excellent, but it was definitely one of those ones I saw the graphics, I was like, alright, I don't know about this. We need something like a pompadour or something. Like, that's about as close we can get. It just has to happen. Can the hair glow as well? Visor. I really wish I could turn the character to look. I mean, fanny pack. So you can pick to like games with art style? Guessing it grows on you. Yeah. Well, that's kind of one of those things. Like, I definitely like the really cutesy games I could find off-putting sometimes. I'm doing the fanny pack. But, like, I can get past it. But yeah, no, there's definitely games that you, like, get to the art style and you're like, man, this is just not doing it. We're probably doing those sandals. Ooh, they don't have like a proper orange. That's oh no, they do. It's just the color palette doesn't look quite like what you expect. Let's go for like the more burnt orange. Khaki pants. Sure. Oh, great, you made it. Who am I? Well, I'm the boss of TownCo. Remember when you signed to run this town for me? Oh, you don't? Never mind that. I've been chosen by TownCo to win the top town tournament. TownCo has been trying to win this thing for ages with no luck. But I'm sure your skill set, you'll be the perfect mayor to get it done. Let's have a look around and see what you'll be working with. Over here, you've got the forestry industry. Up here, you got the mining industry. And where are we? On the other side, there's your farming industry zone. And here's your fishing industry zone. Okay, what's next? And there's the town hall. It's not finished yet. We can't win anything without it. Top town tournament officials will arrive from time to time. The town hall is a perfect place for them to stay. Any treasure you find can be put inside there too. It will be taken and compensated by the company with no compensation. You should start with building that. Look, I'm sure you've got this right. Get out of there and make me some fame and money. I mean, do the best for TownCo. Good luck. I've already forgotten your voices. Let's finish construction of the town hall. TownCo has installed some apps on your phone. Without your consent, we have root access to your phone. Don't worry about it. We only spy in ways that are financially viable. Use the Ego Tech app to spend Ego to purchase all your town's needs. Open your phone with Tab. Purchase the Starter Industries package to start crafting construction resources. How to host a co-op session. You can use multiplayer app on your phone to manage your session. Open tab and choose multiplayer. From this app, you can configure online and local co-op. Phone. Oh, I can actually configure where stuff is on my phone. I wish I had a find friends button. Not in the creepy stalkerish kind of way, but you know, everybody needs a friend. Townopedia. So that just gives me a bunch of information. I'm not doing that. Collections. Okay, so that's just like to do all the things. We've got the calendar. Got the map. And Egotech. Alright. So, we can get our forestry starter kit for 0. Our mining starter kit for 0. Great! You were able to push some buttons. The average person takes about 5 seconds on their phone to accomplish this task. You took quite a bit longer than that. Do you have an adult I can work with? Let's get some construction materials to complete the town hall. Build a chainsaw and a table saw in the forestry area to get some planks. And then build a drill and a foundry in the mining zone to get some bricks. So build forestry. Chainsaw. I'll plunk you there. Table saw. Plunk you here. And I'll need a storage, I'm sure. I don't... Oh, it doesn't want me to actually do it right now. It wants me to build the things. It's like, why is it not going? So mining's up here. Yeah, the music's a bop. And this is with like streamer mode turned on, which means this is the shorter list of music that is like copyright safe and all that. Because a lot of games, the moment you turn streamer mode on, like the playlist gets absolutely garbage. That should do it for the basic industry setup. Don't forget, you can buy anything you've unlocked in the Egotech app by selecting the Rebuy tab. Now let's craft and deliver planks and bricks to Town Hall. What I mean by that is, get to work. I was not prepared for that to just let me pick up a beetle. Sure. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll lock that for later. And it is the thing that, like, over time you will go ahead and get, like, the trees will grow back and all that. Okay. And later on, we'll get vehicles to move stuff and all that. Excellent work. The town hall is complete, and now we have taxes. You should now be ready to complete the Top Town tournament. Let's open the train station to allow tourists and townies to arrive. Open the train station by interacting with you. Use the button. I'm not talking about you as an individual, but I mean it is also you. Basic industry check. Town hall check. Train station operational check. Tax collect. Oh, we need to get the tax collector. We still need a way to make sure get some cash and ego. Oh, that's right. We provided you with a crafts corner shop, but it doesn't have anything working there, or doesn't have anyone working there. You'll have to run it yourself until you get a townie to do it for you. That way, we can tell you to work for us and then take all your money, and then you can go and have someone work for you, and then you take their money, and then they get someone to work for them, and then they can go ahead and take their money. That's economics, man. Let's craft some items and you'll have something to sell to your tourists when they arrive. Stand behind the counter inside the craft corner and press U to begin crafting. Alright. So first, oh, it's right there. We call it an LLM. It's gonna be great. Workers, we don't have any. I don't know.
No, you
Yeah.
have to know who the hubby is.
Yeah, well, I should probably work on that.
Ow.
I love you.
I love you.
Alright. Good job stocking items for tourists to buy. We charge exorbitant fees. You know that 35-cent soda you're gonna make? That joker there, that's $9.75. And that's not counting the tax either. However, it's better to get townies to run the shop for you. Try unlocking some housing units and the ego in the tech app. Get some townies to stay. You should go to the town. You should be good to go now. Boss will be in touch with some more details soon. Bye. Okay, so I'm a little concerned by the fact... Hold up. I'm assuming none of you all did anything to get your names in there. Like, it just happened. Because if that's the case, then I don't like that. Because that calls out lurkers. Because we've got, like, Cliche and a couple of those. I'm pretty sure just anyone in chat is... Well, actually, could it be people who've talked recently? It might be people who've talked recently. Because I do see Lee J... Okay, I think it's only people who talked recently. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I was just making sure it wasn't like randomly pulling in lurkers. Interesting little town. Build me a home. I'm not paying for it though. Yeah, no, that's the thing. At first there was one of the names I hadn't thought had chat recently. It's like, oh, okay, never mind, they did. Build me a home and I'll gladly stay. Look, man, housing's expensive. If you're willing to just give me a home, look, man. The market, it's a thing. Maybe check your Ego Tech app or something. Anything will do. Even a tent. Look, man, I'm really desperate to stay. Oh, come on. Any type of housing will do. Okay, so this, we could track our tourists. Information. Okay. So kind of checking out what we got. All right, let's all right. You really like the art style? Yeah, no, it's kind of funny because that's we've had some people compliment the art style and some people like they can't get past the art style. So there's definitely people on either side of like, okay, where's the art style? Like, how do I feel about that? I need to remember to actually use the bicycle so I can go faster. Oh wait, this is where the house is. Oh, okay, it's like, you gonna do a thing? So 2 people can live there. Build me a house and I'll gladly stay. Thanks for that. Add me the home and I'll be ready to work. This town's seen better days. And everyone has a plan until they don't. I think you've got what it takes. Equip the mining zone. And get me more bricks. Okay, so you now live there. And you now work here. Alright. Hello? Hello? Good news. My town co-agents have managed to get details on passing the first bracket of the top town tournament. It's gonna seem like we're gonna need to track some of the progress. Okay. Check your phone. The town co have installed the town ranking app. This is where we go to exploit you by making you do random things because we feel like it. Open your phone with the tab and check it. See your progress. Works with a list of the town goals and you'll be guaranteed to win the competition. You will not be compensated though. I'll leave you to it. Alright, so that's a bunch of stuff we don't care about. Town ranking app. Okay. So, we need to just do a lot of things. Honestly, don't care. I have work to do. The heck are you going on about? Who's that trip tapping in near my roadblock? Roadblock, not bridge, I hear you say. I got out of the bridge game ages ago. Less chance of goat-related injuries, and real estate is where the money is. I've got a pretty good deal on the land behind me. Interested? It'll just cost your arm, leg, and soul. And by that I mean 1,000 gold. Yeah, so pretty soon we're going to want to get townies dealing with this. Because doing work yourself is gross. Okay, so you just want me to craft bricks. Do yourself, not like I'm expecting anything. Okay, we can also make a shop. Yeah, so you can do an eat and go, recipes. So we get mushrooms or gonuts. We can sell those. And I believe over time the townies trying to move in will change. So, like, if I can't make this person satisfied with what they want, someone else will pop by that maybe I can. Oh, well. Helps I put it on the right machine. Hey, Luxury, how's it going? There's some chunky burbs. We don't need to body shame the burbs. Doing it live? That's understandable. We're apparently getting a lot of ego already. I was not expecting the ego to go that fast. Sure. Garbage disposal. Res pack. Health pack. Exploration pack. Okay. Alright, let's see if we've gotten enough bricks made for this guy to join us, because I have not been able to keep track. Each day is a blank canvas. Ready for a splash of spontaneity? Do you have room for happy accidents in this town? I think any vehicle will do. Your canvas is not ready for my art. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Hey, don't get mad at me. Bob asked me to do it. Invite. Great. Let the paint the town the vibrant colors of life. Alright. Now, Bob, I really don't like doing work myself. So, if I could get you to do work for me, that'd be great. I actually don't see the marker where I can even do that. This is deeply upsetting. Alright, fine, Bob. Okay, so I need mushrooms and all that stuff. Gotta buy a new one. The old one is buggy as hell. Alright, let's go grab some bricks. Okay. Okay, need 2 sets of planks. Okay, and bring the rest up here for them to continue working. All right. Oh, can I catch you? No. Oh. So we need to try and find mushrooms or the cronuts. Alright. And I've discovered the bee backpack. And a floral backpack. Okay, so what do you want? I've never seen so many lights in a place before. Is it always this bright? Think someone like me could fit in here? Build light posts? I guess the country's more my speed. Nope, nope, don't do that. Too much garbage can be pretty stringy, don't you think? You can only hold your nose for so long. Hey, there's an idea. I can stay here and help place a few bins around. Don't take too long. Alright, I want to... There you go. Alright, so we need to go here to garbage bins. And with that, a tidy town is a happy town. Time to get to work and take out the trash. Alright. We had discolored a bowler hat. Alright, so next thing we probably need, we can go ahead and grab the garbage disposal. I don't know where I should put these things. I'm pretty sure you can move them later if you want. There's a box down there. So, 1 brick, 1 plank. All right. There's Louie. It's got their nice house there. I was expecting to be able to set him to do trash. That's fine, I guess. Alright. So what's the next thing we'd build? So we can get different things. Okay. We've got a water bubbler. Okay, so need more money for any of that. And then meanwhile, we can go here. So it almost feels like the ego points don't really matter. I didn't really mean to buy that again, but that's okay. Alright. So my assumption of what's going on here, actually... Okay, because we want to keep getting more people. Build dressing objects. Yeah, because we definitely want to be able to get where we have people running around here. I don't know what a lot of these pins on the top of the screen are. Okay. Okay, you want me to build lampposts? Look, buddy, I'm really tired and words are hard. You're supposed to ask something before I'll stay. How about you just put a small fee and we call it a day? No biggie. I'll be here when you need me. My feet are killing me. I had to run to catch the train to get here. It's not even leg day. Got anywhere you can take a load off and catch your breath? Invite. Welcome to town, Wendy. So the problem we have is I'm recruiting people, and I do have houses for them. What I don't have is the ability to assign them to any of these jobs, which is a little confusing. Because I figured it'd be one of those things that go up to this board or whatever and assign them here. I'm guessing it's something like that they're like locked behind some progression or something. Wood fence. Got lampposts. Is it a phone app thing? I don't think so. Because it's not the way they approached it in the tutorial thing. Ah, here we go. So mining automation, forestry automation. So yeah, it's at tier 1. Like, to rank tier 1. So basically I need to build dressing things. Which boils down to money. It'd be really good to get a garbage collector. Ghoststone Rock Mimic, legendary. Okay, we get the other lamppost available. Small decorative hedge. Flower barrel. Okay, so I need more wood for the store. Alright, so we can go ahead and cut down some more trees. I have no idea how important catching any of those things are. Or is, or whatever. Okay, inventory is full. So let's see if we can't figure out where these mushrooms come from. Oh, isn't there a box to the south? Should probably check that as well. Apparently go way out here. There, we moved up from just a normal tricycle to a unicorn tricycle. So we have our trusty steed to stop everybody with. Shuttered glasses. Yeah, so a quick little tour around here. Do you anything we care about? Aliens unlocked. Hello, fellow human. I'm totally human. How about the weather and current sporting results? I require adequate habitat to continue my human life cycle. Ah, I understand. Us humans need time to do things. Consumed any good foods lately? Oh, it's good old human. Ah, Gonut ingestion is delightful, and even more so with company. My intake of sweet goodness will be satiated. I shall now seamlessly integrate into society. Alright, so we need more housing. Ah, I see. With these, I have to keep buying them again and again. So I go over here, go to rebuy. This is going to get very convoluted after a while. All right. Empty slot. There's human. All right. We got a little bit of money. So we need to go here. Do the dressings. Okay, so we got you back. The mango can now stay because I was skipping all that dialogue and I shouldn't have. All right. But hopefully soon we'll be able to get more people in here doing stuff. All right, so we can go here and we have more decoration stuff. Okay, so we finished that. Congratulations on the winning settlement bracket of Top Town Tournament. On behalf of the Top Town Tournament, I present you with this gift. Okay, I don't know what those mean, but sure. Alright, so with that though, I should be able to go in here and go to Ecotech, Forestry Automation, Purchase. Alright. So let's start automating. And then we can go down here. Forestry. So I'll need more money, but then I can get the time clock. We can get windows. Your house. Large storage. Alright, so we just need to wait a minute for the next batch of people to arrive. This town's seen better days. Everyone does it, but I don't remember what your dialogue is. Oh, you still want me to get bricks. I don't know who you are, Mr. T-Rick man. I dropped my favorite coin in the sewer. Do you think you can find it for me? My arms are too short to reach it to pick back up. Yeah, you can find the entrance of the sewer to the north of the train station. Look for the big green pipe. Don't forget to wash your hands when you find it, okay? You haven't been to the sewer yet, have you? Look for the green big pipe to the north. Okay. Alright, well, we'll deal with that in a minute. What we'll do first, though, is let's get the automation online. Alright. Because I've got several spare workers, and nothing to make them work. And that needs to be corrected. Then go to forestry, the time clock. Get to work, Mango. We also need to go here to this. I'm gonna grab you. Alright. So with that, they should just sit there and work on that. And so now you can go in here and we'll go to the mining automation. All right. So let's get you set up here. So for mining automation, oh no! Looks like you got a garbird infestation. Garbirds will appear when your town is too much garbage. You'll have to scare them enough to get them to leave. Try using a vehicle's horn or even the vehicle itself. Some industrial tools could scare them too. You can even try throwing something at her and give them a high five. Stop them quickly before they make a mess. Yeah, I don't really care. I'm busy doing other things. So you know, the garbers can keep garbering their garber best life or whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. Okay, we can go here and lock it. And with that, we can go over to you. There you go, Louie. You want to be a trash man, and there you go. You get to mine. All right. So, what's the next thing we get? Do you have anything for Trish? When is trash? You have a starter farm, starter fishing spot, fishing pots, small trade area, market stall, entertainment package, exploration package, decoration, shallow water, cobblestone. Maybe I already have it and I just overlooked it? I can plunk down the bubble gun. It mentions automation of trash there, but I don't see how to do it. Well, if you had animals that actually put the garbage in the garbage can, you wouldn't be wallowing in your own filth. Just saying. All right. Yeah, because I can't imagine we have to pick up all the trash forever. So I'm missing what we used to do that. But that's okay. Oh wait, my town rank is 1 again? What? Water, water. I'm so thirsty. Do you know where I can get a drink around here? There you go. So refreshing. That hits the spot. Well. Okay. So you can go here, go to construction, this, housing. Right. We'll go to this. Yeah, so it looks like it deranked me one. That I just did a bad job. Alright, so we can go ahead and chuck down another house. Okay. That does remind me, I'm going to also want to make a spot for the cronuts down there. So I can keep that moving as well. So we can do that so our woodcutter can just deal with that as well. We need to keep the stores stocked. All right. Okay, so let's see about this storage. There's big storage. I need to wait till I have a little bit more money. Because that's kind of the problem I'm running into at the moment. Is we don't have the couriers or anything, so I'm kind of running around doing this all myself. Which is the idea. We're going to add automation in there later. Alright. What's it pedal faster? Pretty much. Alright. Just a little violence on Cookie, don't worry about it. It happens. Okay. So if we go here now, we can go to the ecos thing here. We do have... That's the rebuy. Oh, that's like the shallow water and all that. Oh, right, because this is tier 1 now. Yeah, that's the fishing spot and the trinket shop and all that. For right now, I'm going to focus on just trying to keep things moving. So what I want is storage. Small storage. Because with small storage, I can go down here. And we can grab a cronut. I could just go ahead and chuck that in there. Because we continue to go and get these like resources and add one resource after the other to this thing. We can get it to the point that any resource I need to just run over here and deal with it. Alright. You don't have the mushrooms up here, do you? No, that's fine. Alright. So we've actually got a decent amount of money now. And money means I can build stuff. Okay, so I can't put them over there. Okay. So I've got all that. We can add like random windows to stuff and everything, which is weird. Change things, paintings and road and all that. We can go to our Eco app again. Alright. Small trade areas allow traders to come to town and sell their wares, market stall, stock and sell anything to tourists, entertainment package, exploration package, decoration package, shallow water, cobblestone. That's going to be more structures and all that. But the only challenge I can run with that is just the fact that we won't have a bunch of stuff to do with this. So is it farming zone then and then farming automation? Yes? Alright, so I'll do... Oh, hey. Are you ready for another set of town goals? Your town rankings will appear to be updated with the details after the call. Oh. Getting short on items? Check out the phone town co. I've installed the import app. That way you can buy stuff at like 10 times the rate. It's how we make our money. Open the phone to the tab and have a look. You'll be able to import any items you've recently discovered. You can even import any vehicles you've discovered too. Keep up the good work. Okay. So you get all sorts of items, and then sometimes they'll be on a discount from the looks of it. Apparently we can get a wheelchair and go fast on it. Alright, anyways, back to what I was looking at. It's fine, let's go down the list. Okay, so we need to catch fish, grow crops, earn money from these various places. Okay, we'll get our house built. So it's 3 and 3. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And we're going to go ahead and get our place built over here. Alright. And that gives us our house. You unlocked your own home. Now you have to place to fill out random junk. High quality town housewares. Where you can get housewares, you ask? I hear there are a lot of traders that'll sell you things for your home. You have to build a trade area before they'll come to town, though. Check out the Ego Act for the trader package. You can also check areas outside of town. There's been reports of ongoing town shipments getting lost out in the wilds. Oh good, my home is full of trash. Ah, yeah. Okay. So we got walls and all that we can build. Does any of this matter? Not really. Am I building it anyways? Sure, why not? It's physically present. It's slightly upsetting that I can't quite center that. It has the pin like there's something new and I can't do anything with it. Just the void. Alright, so what else do we got here? Alright, so with what we've got here, we did unlock another business stall. Oh my god, I walk inside my home for 2 seconds and everything is overrun by trash. I need to figure out how to automate this garbage collection. Because I definitely don't want to do this forever. And it mentions that this automates it. Oh, wasn't it the maintenance center? Okay. Okay. Because I remember it was the maintenance center or whatever. Oh, don't be super far down here. I don't see it. No, it's that far down. Alright. So let's go ahead and we can grab some bricks, because I think it was like 3 or something for the statue out front. It's fine, it grabs an extra one. Alright. I'll need to do the crops and all that to get more stuff. So 1 brick and 2 planks. Alright. Yeah, no, it's... The trash is definitely creating a major problem. It said I'm supposed to be able to automate it with the trash thing down here. Unless I'm... Oh, you know what? It's probably a building that's just up here already and I've just completely overlooked. Okay. Hello, Mayor. Do you have some any spare treasures? Give it to me and I shall take them off your hands. Good job. Jolly good. I'll take those now. Gotcha. So I guess I can put stuff on display. Alright. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. We can go ahead and pop this open. Trinket shop. Okay, so it looks like I'll have to go and harass it. Just as I figure out where I've left my vehicles. Alright. There's gotta be a point to automate this. That's the thing I need to figure out. There's got to be a way to automate this. So we got packages. So none of these. So garbage disposal gives me just these 3 things. Automation of garbage collection and permanent removal of garbage is what the garbage disposal says it does. And I haven't quite figured it out. That's more worker job slots, subway, mining, restaurants. Large trade areas, tavern, decorations, subways, fitness, sweet goods, Those are where's the courier come up. It could be that there's another progression thing I'm unaware of. Alright. You don't... I don't see it. It is what it is. We'll just figure it out. Alright. Do you know what the best animal in the world is? Baby cheetahs. Bet you weren't expecting that. Eh. Oh, do you know that the Joffrey rides are really good? Brothel, whatever. Okay, so I need to do a round of the cronuts, and a round of wood. Because, yeah, I really need to get the courier. Clearly, I didn't see either of those listed. So my only assumption is it's either when our rank goes up, we get those, or it's unrelated to that. So with that, the big thing I probably need to be doing here is we're going to need to be catching some fish, getting some crops and all that going. Alright. So we can run on down here. And grab a stack of the cronut things. Now we need to build the farm, and we need to build the fishing spot. Alright. So we can go here. I need to go to the farm. There's a hose reel. Okay, assume that'll just grow gradually. Then go down here to fishing, seafood converter, and fishing rod stand. All right. We're gonna catch 25 fish. Best animal in the world? Your cat? I mean, she said baby cheetahs. That is the type of cat. Just a very big one. Okay. There's a whole inside area here to worry about. There's a bunch of mushrooms. There's a fish there. All right. And we can go up here. All right. So I'm going to need storage up here. Okay, Okay, so we can go to you. And lock that. Alright, this will be interesting to deal with. Let's go check in the farm, because that seems like it's not going to be one you can go fast with. Okay. I need to deal with the bird that's causing mayhem over there. Okay. Alright. We gotta go clean up all the garbage again. Okay. And thank you, Klaus, for the 35 stream streak. I do appreciate that. It means a whole heck of a lot. And I do hope you've been enjoying the stream. Alright, so let's run this stuff back down. Okay. Oh, we got maximum points. Let's keep unlocking stuff. You've unlocked the trader area. If you build it, traders will come. Traders will arrive and set up shop selling all types of goodies. Keep an eye on their stock, it can change. Who knows what they'll be selling. Just remember, if it's illicit, you didn't hear from me. Alright, so let's see what we can do about building stuff. We could deal with those later. I see, you take a pretty large area. Alright. So we've almost made the money we require for that one objective. We need to get more tourist desire stuff sorted out. Okay, so you need... You need what? 3 bricks. Alright, let's go grab our bricks. Build the tourist area. Because we don't know what's locked behind what. Alright, so we got that objective done. Okay. And then we really need to grow crops and all that stuff. Alright. Cool, we can worry about that later. In the meantime, let's go back over here and check on our crops again. I don't know how to tell when those are done. All right. Discovered item fish. Yeah, because we get this done. It'll be just another thing we can automate onto someone else. Then we're gonna need to sell a bunch of stuff. Okay. So let's drop this off. And see about building stuff. So we did get more stuff for fishing. Lobster pot. Crab pot. Alright, so we're just making that all into protein. Oh, I've got some regular fish on me as well. Let's see what we can do about the recipes for that. For right now, toss it on the ground. We got another bird making a mess here. Yeah, so these fish I'm grabbing here apparently take like your full inventory, just for 2 of them. So that's teaching me that different items have a different capacity. So let's see, I think our store might buy these, or sell these, or whatever. Or not. And once again, everything's trash. Because I warned you they show up when there's too much garbage, which is a perpetual problem I'm running into. And my expectation is we're going to tear up our town or whatever. And then when that happens, the garbage situation will calm down. Yeah, they're just not using the trash cans at all. There's no buffer, they just chuck it all on the ground. Okay, and it looked like those potatoes might have grown. I haven't been paying attention at all what we need for some of these other things. Rob has set up the market. Hey, I'm Rob the Maker. Making stuff is great. It's way better than building and fixing stuff. So we could buy, like all sorts of artsy stuff. That's fine. Is there any more tourists who can have them move in? You know what the best... No, go away, go away, go away, go away. I've already talked to you. Maybe later. Alright, actually, by later... The... guest desires. I have to unlock that. So let's go ahead and get into here. Alright. You've unlocked the market stall. Got a lot of items sitting around you don't need? Why not sell them off to the tourists to make a quick profit? All you need to do is deliver the items to the tourists, we'll do the rest. Entertainment package. So I can go and grab... You built that for me? Thank you so much. I have to figure out this trash thing. It has to be sorted. Because it's just continuing to be more and more of a problem. Okay, so we need to add storage here. All right. Cool.
Ooh.
Why is there always trash here? Like, the trash cans are right here, and not a one of you is using them. The only trash in there is the trash I put there. Okay, so we got our new person in there. Alright, so let's do a quick thing here. If I move you... Because I don't have anything to interact with here. So I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Alright, well, we'll keep pushing forward. We've got the crops growing. I need to catch 14 more fish. So we'll go try and do that real fast. Oh, you know what we could do? That would genuinely help. Do I have the money? Actually, I need to check to see if our stores are stocked. Okay, so I need to get wood, restock our store. It's gonna be the moment we get a courier, sorry. That suddenly so much of this is gonna get easier. Because even if the courier is inefficient, it'll be me not scattering all over the place, desperately just trying to make it all work. Okay. So we can race on down here. Alright. The exploration pack. Then we unlocked that market. What I could probably do with that is stuff like those burgers and all that I can't do anything with. When I need an influx of money, I could just use that. Okay. You talk about the Sim 7 adds Fallout 4? I mean, you can, but I don't do it, so I'm not going to be really able to speak anything on it. Okay. So I've got all that going. That cleans that up. Oh, it says grow the crops. Okay, so the good news is, once I harvest this, that'll be it for the farming the next time we get those. So I just gotta deal with the fish. And I'm hoping putting those traps down so those do not count as fish. So I've got to, like, fish to get them. Alright, well, let's get our fish caught. Alright. Because if I can catch those fish, we can get our next upgrade, and we'll see if that gets us the trash automation. And honestly, if it does, cool, we'll get that all set up. If it doesn't, we might end up switching it out super long. Because I'm actually kind of finding the trash pretty obnoxious. Because I'm having to keep going back and dealing with it again and again. And it's just running around picking up the individual pieces of trash and all that, which is whatever. But I am finding it kind of a little frustrating. Because like, oh no, you didn't pick up the trash. Now we're going to make more trash by the bird. And it's not super clear. I also don't see the courier. Because I remember when I played this on the like very beginning of the early access, we were able to just kind of get the buildings going relatively quickly. But I feel like I'm doing a lot of like running around maintenance stuff. But I also genuinely don't remember where the cutoff one was a lot of it. Alright, so let's go here. And make the sausage. Okay. Let's see. Basically, it adds NPCs, build housing, scavenging. Let's see, scavenging places from municipal, from the hospitals, and all that. Yeah, that's cool and all. It's just, like I said, it's not a thing that I've grabbed myself, so I don't really have much context on a lot of it. It's the same thing like whenever people start talking about the depth of a mod I haven't played, if it's not something that's very, very straightforward, like it adds a specific weapon or whatever, there's always that, like, okay, well, I don't know what the mod is, so it's difficult to have a meaningful conversation around it. It'd be no different than if someone's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm playing game whatever, and it's like, cool, I'm glad you're enjoying that. But then if someone starts talking in depth about the mechanics of the game, it's like, well, I don't know the game. Like, no, we can't talk about games I haven't played or anything. But I do know you love your mods and all that. And it's sometimes tricky when discussing details about mods I haven't played and all that kind of things. I will murder this stupid bird. All right. So basically, as soon as we get the last two crops grown there, that should be done. Basically, for Fallout 4, what Legacy of Dragonborn was for Skyrim. I don't remember what Legacy of Dragonborn was for Skyrim. I played Skyrim so long ago. Very much enjoyed it, not complaining or anything, but it's been a very long time since I played Skyrim. You could call the tricycle Horama. Okay. So it should be done soon. Let's run up here because this place is probably utterly garbage everywhere. Hey, they actually use the garbage can. Could you imagine that? There was more than one unit of garbage in the garbage can. Okay, like down here I can understand because we're a ways away from a garbage can, so it's like, okay. Reach village 97%. I don't... Does that just mean I need more people? Is that what's going on here? Do you want me to check for the pipes? Okay, so let's run down here. Drop off the trash. Okay. Don't be shy. Come and have a look. I bet there's something shiny little Robo can sell you. Yeah, so it looks like these are all like cosmetic things that you can stash in your house or whatever. I also need to remember to actually hit the buttons over here. So I'd like to find where I left the tricycle, because the tricycle seems to be the fastest vehicle that I've seen so far. So somewhere to the north there's a pipe. And I'm supposed to find an item in said pipe. I don't know what I did to complete that, but sure, whatever. On behalf of the Top Town Tournament, I present you with this gift. That's a dumpster. That's encouraging. Because please, for the love of everything. Legacy of Dragonborn is Indiana Jones in Skyrim with the player as Indiana Jones, the best way you can play. Is it like a DLC, or is that like a mod? Because if it's a mod, you're explaining... Okay, so you're trying to explain something I don't know because I don't mod with something else I don't know because I don't mod. Buddy. Come on, man. I'm glad you enjoy your mods, but like, you know I don't run very much in the way of mods. Maintenance office. That's what we need. Give. So go up here. We'll have to figure out the metal. Oh. Alright, well, we figured out metal. So I need 3 planks and 2 more metal. But no, like, I'm glad people enjoy their modding stuff and being able to try new things and expand the games. Like, I think that's awesome. I'm glad that exists in games. It's just not something I tend to do very much. So, like, when people discuss mods, again, unless it's something that's, like, super straightforward, like the sort inventory mod, or, like, that kind of thing. You know, I have no context. Like, even if you describe what it is, like, okay, cool. Like, this enables exploration in the game. Cool. I don't know what that means. And without actually messing with the mod, it's very unlikely I will understand it at any point. Alright, so we're gonna chuck this up here. So now I need 3 planks. And then with that, I should be at the point where I don't need to manage trash myself. You love a good inventory management mod? Oh, yeah. No, like, to give you an idea, so Terraria's one I've actually modded a decent amount back in the day. But usually the first mods I got was like back before we had the auto sort and all that. Those are mods you use to get those functionality. But yeah, then they made it just baked in later, which was the correct decision. Okay. What was the outcome of Rimworld? Oh, it's still going. As I've been saying for a couple of weeks now, we've had a ridiculous number of games releasing today. So the run's still exactly where it was left off at the end of yesterday's stream. We've just been checking out a bunch of different games today. So we did Corsair Cove earlier, which is a pirate-themed city builder. That was kind of cool. And now we're messing with the 1.0 release of Go-Go Town. All right. Okay. So tier 2 forestry would let me get fancy stuff. Fishing automation, farming automation. I probably want to do the farming automation more. And the rest, that's all like beautification on it. So good news here is we now no longer need to do that. What do you think about Corsair Cove? I really enjoyed it. The city building side of it's a little on the lighter side, not in a bad way. But there's a pretty big emphasis on like exploration and all that kind of stuff, and they've got kind of a it's not turn-based combat because like a lot of the things are like you're dealing with a storm or you're exploring the jungle or whatever, so it's not just fighting. Fighting is just one of the things you run into. But it's got kind of this turn-based thing where you go along. It's got this ridiculous skill tree that you unlock stuff from. So you want herbs and fluff, metal ingots and all that. Okay. So we can work on this for a minute. We either need metal ingots and all that. So fluff, herbs, and spices. So I'm pretty sure the fluff was down, or sorry, the herbs and spices are down. Oh, I think both the fluff and the herbs and spices were down here. So you can go here. Yeah, you got more decorations and all that to do. There's your herbs. There's the fluff. Okay, we can manage the storage here. Boom. Lock it in. And go here. Lock it in. It's a large mod. Use that mod. It's excellent. Basically, become a guild master of the Explorers Guild. Yeah. Nah, but like I said, you know, I tend not to mod, so obviously I'm going to have no context on that because I won't have used it. Okay, so I think our inventory is full. Alright. The courier would be the good one to get. If we can get a courier in here, that's going to go a long way. Cool. Alright, so let's check on our stuff. So you can get farming automation, fishing automation, because we keep getting more and more automation, that'll make it so I don't have to sit here and babysit everything. But one of the Skyrim mods out there, large amount of content, excellent voice acting, well made. Well, that's good. Alright, so you can deal with that. We can run down here. So I'm probably going to need to go through here and add more recipes and all that, which is going to be a whole thing. Okay, and you still want me to find where that pipe is to the north. Got multiple reports. Alright. I'll deal with that later. Actually, we can deal with that right now because you'll take it right up here. Alright. You dropped your favorite coin in the sewer. Alright. Find the entrance to the sewer to the north of the train station.
Are you that little dinosaur?
No, I'm the person next to the dinosaur.
You just made me sad. I wanted you to be a little dinosaur.
But I have a unicorn tricycle that I go really fast with.
That is pretty cool. I'm jelly.
Mm-hmm.
I want a unicorn tricycle that I can go really fast with.
Yeah, well... You don't always get what you want.
I am Wonder. You do go really fast on that. Was that dinosaur your friend?
Well, I'm trying to actually get them to join my town, but I have to find... There's supposed to be a green pipe. And now with the green pipe, I can go down there and recover the dinosaur's missing favorite coin.
Hi, sentient cookie. Did they give you any clue as to the location of the green pipe?
Unless they keep misreading it again and again. They said it was north of the train station.
Uh-huh.
The train station's right here.
Okay, is north up?
I would assume.
It's not always.
You are correct as now. I'm assuming there's a path up here. I think that's exactly what it is.
Hi, Benwell.
I think you gotta make like a little path up here.
That's funny, cookie. Well, good luck. I hope you find the pipe. I'm gonna go to bed, guys.
Okay, you sleep well.
Thank you. You sleep well too when you go to bed, guys.
That'll happen at some point.
That was a bunny. This game's cute. There's a green pipe.
Oh, this looks like it's gonna be way more elaborate than I thought it would be. It's a gelatinous cube.
Love you.
No. We got aviator glasses. It's interesting that we brought a fishing pole. I said we brought a fishing pole, that there's tons of stuff to fish down here. Okay, I caught a baby toxic jelly. And that's what we came down here for. Okay, think back out is up here. Alright. Okay, we can invite you to stay. Okay, cool, you found it. That's an interesting smell. What did you give me? A freshenator. Haven't seen better days. What did you want? Good. Someone with initiative. Let's hope you live up to it. Alright. Wait. What? Oh, you're probably someone else who's here doing stuff. Alright, so let's go up here and get the apartments. And then we're probably going to want to get more of this other stuff here. Okay, we can do the tier 2 forestry. Alright. So we can go here. Buildings, this, housing. Alright, so the apartments are a bit on the bigger side. We can rip this spot up over here to make stuff. Okay, I found banded onyx. Cool. Okay, so you need 3 metal and 3 planks. Alright. Sorry, 4 planks. So we're gonna end up needing to figure out what I need to get more planks. Fabricator. Alright, do you also need metal? Yes, you do. Okay, so this is where it's going to start getting interesting, because I don't really know where we get metal from. One would assume it's the mine, but I haven't seen it. It's entirely possible I need to go inside here. Oh, there's the button mushrooms you were looking for forever ago. Gotcha, okay. Can I assign someone in there? No. Okay, so we can drop this off. It's not exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so one thing we're gonna need to do is go to this rebuy storage. Okay, go storage. So I've got you. Drop you in here. And set this. Hey FG, how's it going? Now we can go to our stuff here, buy, mining zone. And then we can go here. Run out of space to build. If you haven't already, check out the outskirts of town. Stanley S. Trollson will sell you more land. At an affordable town price, of course. Oh, and here's the next step for your town goals. Okay. I don't care about any of that stuff. We're busy. We got stuff to do. Oh, I can't send our recipe yet. Oh, there we go. So you can go here, get your storage, do this. If I get your bandages off yesterday, nice. Okay, and now I can go over here. And I need to go into this, go to rebuy, storage, get that. And then go here. All right. We're expanding that. We don't have room for more people, right? Yep. Cool. So with that, those are going to start making the ingots for me. So we can get our apartments building. How's Go-Go Town 1.0 treating you? Pretty well. The tutorial's a bit on the long side, but not horribly so. I've definitely run into a few times where you're like ready for the next step of automation, being like, please bring the next step of automation. All right. And you were also waiting on the ingots, which we already got queued up now. I guess in the meantime, we can go here to... Actually, you want tourist desires handled, and you want vending machines to get me stuff. Weirdly, a lot of campfires they gave me. So got the thing to freshen up over here. Even though it doesn't matter, I'll put one by the trash. Put a community board there. And a bubbler here. Alright, just looking for places to chuck stuff. Okay, spent all our money. Alright. What do you want to say?
A new town, a new adventure. I'm gonna need a lot more townies if you want to expand this town. Let's see if you're up to the tasks. How about you complete my challenge to get me to stay? I'll tell you what. You're the right person to run this town. Let's do our best to make this place great for other townies. Look, buddy, I'm real tired and the words are hard. Supposed to ask you for something. Yada yada, you were gonna ask me to spend $100, which I don't actually have. But probably have... Okay, so I need...
Okay, so we need to grab a lot of stuff. I need to get the courier, is what I need. So we can start with this. And run this up here. Because if we get the courier, I believe the courier will just try and run around and fulfill things. I don't think you have to be like a one-to-one of telling them exactly what to do. Okay, you'll accept a pet rock. Alright. Okay, we got our metal stuff we've been waiting on. So we can go down here to you. Then go over here to you. How big is the map? It's reasonably large. Like this is like the main part here. But the thing is, like, that area goes down below and has a whole area to explore. There was a cave down here that there's a whole area to explore. I don't know what the limitations are with that. Alright. Alright, and then we got 3 more things of plank, so we can drop off the metal for now. So we can make wood frames or fiber boards. We'll set the wood frames for now because I don't know what we need for fiber boards. And then it looks like I got another thing here that is going to require me to have more storage. So I can go here. We have... field mushroom, pile of stones, herbs, cronuts. There's fluff. All right. We get properly lost in here. That's ominous. Okay, so clearly that is meant for when you're playing multiplayer with friends. You can all get on the same one. Yes, there's apparently a lot of area back here. Oh, this is a big hedge maze. Oh no. If it's saying like King Black, it's gonna be they're gonna have all the chess pieces. Alright. So, trying to run around to get my way out of here. But yeah, no, this has been pretty fun. I don't think it's something that's going to be something I regularly play on the channel or anything. But I'm glad we've checked it out for the 1.0 to see where it's come along. I enjoyed Corsair Cove. The city building side of it isn't super deep, but they have a lot of other stuff going on. And I mean a lot of our stuff. You have like this whole skill tree. There's like multiple ways to play through the game. There's a main story and all that kind of stuff. So there's like quite a bit there. But it's not like a Survivor City builder where, you know, like, you're struggling to get wood, like, pushing back the forest and all that happens in those games. Okay. Odorizer. Jetpack backpack. Yeah, so there's a lot of map to explore.
Welcome to the Undertown Townco Bunker Network. There are doors down here that connect to different locations, but they seem to be locked. I bet if you find the surface bunker entrances, you'll unlock them for you. I'll give you the plans to build your own bunker entrance, but it's gonna cost you. Pay for a joining fee, please. You know where to find me if you change your mind.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is like a shortcut to get around the map. Alright, well, the implication, if we're looking at this that way, we had to like go way back into the forest to find that first one. So, that's the forest one over there on the right. We have, this is probably the mine to the left, so it's at least 2 areas. I don't know what that third, that's probably the fishing area, the sewer area. I have no idea what this one on the right, so we got at least 4 big areas to search. Clearly that's going to be another one. Or that's probably the one we make. So yeah, so it does look like there's probably a whole extra area behind each of the profession areas. That's kind of cool. Interestingly enough, where I came through in that forest area... Oh no, okay, so there's 6 areas. There's 2 additional areas, and it does seem like you get stuff for going through here. Or not. So I was trying to find was the forest area they implied there's stuff back here, but I'm not seeing any of the wooden that you cut. So I think this is just to explore and find goodies. I found a hairbrush. Okay, so clearly we don't get I mean, more confused now, because this is the fishing area we just came out of. Alright. Is that Fletch? That's a reference. Because it's, oh man, what was the Dinkum? Where the old lady who, like, walks around town and, like, leads you and everything, is Fletch. Okay. I see. So, right. There we go. That's what I was missing. So you can go here, go to information there, rebuy, forestry zone, the table saw, and I already know you're gonna need our fabricator. Fine, I'm just gonna do it now. Because now we can go here to pull up my building stuff, grab you, grab you. Excellent smell refactoring assistance. Small trader area. Okay. There we got different decorations we unlocked. But what I actually want is under here, under forestry, table saw, and fabricator. You go to you, change it to paper reams. Okay, meanwhile you need 2 metal and, or I forgot, was it 3 planks or 2 planks? 3 planks. Alright. But you can see where you keep expanding and automating and all that. The big thing we need is a courier. So that way they can move stuff between things. Okay, and lock it in. Okay. You're just missing planks. Alright. So you need even more storage. So then I can go over here and drop you off and lock you in. And then have that built. And lock that in. Alright, so we've got all those being made. Yeah, so there's like definitely just a lot of moving stuff around. We need to earn money from vending machines. Have I even seen vending machines? Oh, from markets or vending machines. Did I not have a bunch of stuff here? Okay. So for right now, we can go ahead and drop this all off here. And check out Treacle and our fantastic content creator on the platform. Plays a lot of RimWorld, a lot of stuff like that. So if you like any of that, you can find it there. Alright. Okay, so that should get the money there. And then we need to sell 1-star items, which I don't remember what is. Okay. Yeah, so all my stuff... Yeah, we're short on like all the stuff I need to do all this. Okay. So, what I think's gonna happen, chat, is we're not wrapping up Strain or anything yet. I got one more thing on the list of stuff I'm gonna probably do for today's stream. We're gonna probably wrap up Go-Go Town here for a minute. I'm enjoying the game, but it is just frantically carrying stuff around. You know. So I am enjoying it, but I really want the courier. My assumption of what happens is we probably hit this next milestone, I get the courier. And then it feels like it could be one of those games that, you know, you just queue up your stuff and park your butt, and then just let the courier slowly get it all done. But definitely feels like a game that really would benefit from the multiplayer side. Me doing it by myself, running around everything by myself, it is all falling on me. We are making progress, but this definitely feels like the kind of game, if you got 2, 3, 4 people running around, you would just go faster. So you could have like one person who's just kind of running the stuff around, like making sure the markets are all stocked. The other person could be like exploring and grabbing the new resources. You know, someone setting up automation. You get the idea. But it definitely feels like playing solo. That it is a little bit more of just you carrying everything to every place and like waiting on it. So with that said, bear with me. What's going to end up happening is over on YouTube, the stream will be coming down again, and then we'll be coming back up. Over here on Twitch, I'm going to take 2 seconds, pop into the bathroom, do all that stuff, and then when we get back, we're going to be checking out the new Star Wars DLC for Power Wash Simulator 2. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes, and thank you again for tuning in.